Hey everybody, welcome back to All About April. Today's episode is going to be a little different than what I normally talk about because I'm a slow burn girly through and through. Meaning I love to read the long books where the plot develops. It's going to be a good 400, 500, 800 pages. And I really just get to fall in love with the characters as I read them. But I am also embarking on a new journey, and that journey is also going to involve me reading more short stories and even poems. And I want to thank Amistad books because there are two books, happy pub day to them, that I want to recommend to you that have already touched me with their stories. All right, so number one is actually going to be a collection of poems by Miss April Gibson, and I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, I already recommend it because we have the same name and we're in the month of April, so like 3S. But you can also see that I have already tabbed it, and I did not use my traditional tabs because the content of this had a bit more depth, and I want to go back and see if I still feel the same way, if my feelings have changed in a more positive way, if there are things that I want to be able to add as I go through it. So yeah, I've already gone through and looked at some of them, even underlined as well. But this is The Span of a Small Forever. And this is more so in relation to our bodies and even the healthcare system in relation to both feminist and socioeconomic lenses filtered through both race and faith. So I want to let you know the three that have touched me to kind of, give you more of a perspective of what to expect once you purchase it, because this is definitely a must purchase. So one of them was How to Survive Holding Your Breath. And I feel like, we experience this a lot in life, especially right now with the economy, with healthcare, with race. All of these things are ongoing factors for us, but how do we survive in these factors? And this one, it definitely moved me, and it's one that I definitely want to go back to experience again and again. The second one is going to be Love Is. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you, I don't know if you remember the show Love Is on OWN. I love that show, and then it was canceled. But I am a lover girl through and through. So whenever I saw this one, I was like, oh, this is definitely it. And I'm probably going to have to put another tab on here because who knows how many times I'm going to come back with my own thoughts. But I want to read to you one of the things that came from this particular one. There is no word for like in some languages, only love. And love is not the opposite of hate. Love is not having to compromise and compromising anyway. Being terrified and doing it anyway. Sometimes love is not the showing up, it is the staying. And it related to me so much, and I thought that this was beautiful. 1 Corinthians 13 is one of my favorite Bible verses for those of you who don't know. Love is patient, love is kind. So yeah, we can constantly relate to all of that, but this one definitely hit me. And that was just a small taste of it. And the last one is going to be, what do you do when you realize no one is coming to save you? And this one was like short, but it just really, really hit me because those are moments where, you do have to take a deep breath and really just figure things out. So I wanted to give you a little taste because I do think that this collection is meant for you to be able to purchase. And again, I'm evolving, and this is something that I want to dive more into, so I'm definitely recommending it to you. The second book is going to be by Ama Diaka, Someone Birthed Them Broken. Now, this is going to be based on about 14 short stories covering the lives of multiple characters. They are young Ghana people, but their stories are they got some stuff going on. Okay, that's the way I'm gonna say it. They got some stuff going on, and the stuff is like one of the characters falls in love with her professor, but then something happens. I can't tell you what happens because you gotta read it. One of the guys is seeing someone, and his girlfriend suspects him of messing around over him, and then someone has they just know. And as a woman, you always just know. And again, all of their lives are intertwined in regards to these situations as it's happening. And y'all know, like in the real life, when you have these things happening with your friends, you're just like, oh my gosh, why we all got all of this going on at the same time? But to read about it is a completely different experience. And I love that it is coming from, people from Ghana, because it just gives you a completely different perspective, because we all think that, I am an American woman, a Black American woman, but this stuff happens everywhere. So I want to read about it from another country or perspective too, and you should as well. And as y'all can see, even though it does have multiple, characters in it, it is not a long read. So I don't know about y'all and y'all Goodreads goals, but are your Storygraph goals? You got 2 books here to help you be able to grasp those goals. So again, happy Pub Day to both of these books, and I hope that you pick them up so that you too can enjoy them. And I like the poems. I'm definitely gonna look at the poems again before I go to sleep tonight, because they definitely are meaningful. So let me know what you think about them, and I will see y'all on Saturday for the next review. Bye y'all.